Yes, indeed. We back on another episode of Chill Will Talks. I'm your host, Chill Will 174. Boogie Down Bronx, you know how we do. Um, Shout out to Pro Assassin on Instagram. Shout out to Penny for your thoughts on Instagram. They both got great clothes, great shoes. You can check them out, man. Hit them up. I also got a dope sweatsuit on. I don't know the homie name, but good looking out for this one. So I was contemplating about telling this story. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a childhood story, but a story I kind of want to forget, but it's been a story that I never forgot. Something that I never forgot that I seen, that I witnessed as a child. So I don't know as a child because it could have been about 12 when the situation was like middle school years. But I'm gonna get into it, right? So I don't know what year this was. Could have been about 12. I don't know what age you are in middle school, but this was middle school era. You know what I'm saying? I know I wasn't in high school yet. I don't quite remember what video game was out back then, but it wasn't Atari, it wasn't ColecoVision in middle school. It probably was Nintendo and Sega. So this particular day it was no school. You know, sometime New York City there'd be days there'd be no school. So this one particular day was no school. I don't know if it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday. It was kind of muggy. It wasn't raining, but it was kind of like a dark, dreary day. So I comes outside and I run into a homie that lived in the next building from me. And he's like, yo, I'm about to go across the street to this dude's house to play video games. Do you want to come? So I'm like, all right, bet I'll go with you. So we goes across the street to this dude building. We go to his crib. Now, this dude he was Spanish. You know, just to keep people anonymous, he was Spanish, but I'm not going to say if he was Puerto Rican, Dominican, or Honduras, but he could have been one of the three. You know, so, but I'm not going to say what he was. I know what he was. But we go to his crib. Now, this day was like a Tuesday or something, so a lot of parents is at work. I believe his parents was at work. I believe Miles was at work, stuff like that. So we knock on his door. So his grandmother answers the door. She don't speak English, you know, so she yelled for him to come to the door in Spanish, whatever. Dude comes to the door. Now, the way these apartments are set up where I lived at, a lot of the apartments had long hallways. So his room was all the way in the back of the apartment or whatever. So, you know, we go to the dude room. You know what I'm saying? He got a TV on the dresser with the video game. And he got like a bed, a chair. The chair's facing the TV with the video game, but it's a bed and back. You know, so we come in, homie got the video game or whatever. So I'm in amazement because I don't think I had this game at the time. So he looks at me like, yo, you want to play? So I'm like, all right, bet, I'll play. You know what I'm saying? So I got in the chair first and I'm playing. So they like sitting in the bed behind me or whatever, you know. So I'm playing the game, you know, doing my thing. I don't even know what game it was that I'm playing. So next thing I know, I'm hearing these funny noises behind me, you know. But I didn't pay no mind. I'm still playing the game, you know, doing my thing, holding the controllers. But I kept hearing this funny noise behind me. So I'm like, what is this noise I'm hearing while I'm playing this game? So I turn around and I see one dude have another dude bent over and they doing the dude. And I'm like, yo, what the, like, I'm young. I'm like 12. I'm a small little skinny kid, short dude. I'm not, you know, I'm turning around. I'm seeing these dudes doing what they doing. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, so when they saw, I'm shocked. So when they saw the shock on my face, they looked at me like, oh, well, we gonna get him. Like, we gonna do him. Like, so I shot out of that room. I got up out of there. I started running. But like I said, these hallways is long to get back to the front of the apartment. So I'm running, trying to get away from these. And these two dudes are bigger than me, by the way. So I'm running. And I made it all the way to the living room. And how the living room was set up, that's where the door was, in the living room. You had to go through the living room to get out to the door, to get outside the apartment. And they, like, tackled me. I got to the living room, they tackled me. It was like a rug on the floor. They both tackled me, threw me down. And these two dudes, like, trying to take my pants off. And they wrestling with me, you know, trying to get my pants off or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm doomed because I'm mad little. And these two dudes like wrestling with me and shit, and just so happens the dude grandmother came. She came, I guess, because we made so much noise running through the house, so she ended up coming to the living room, and she don't know what's going on though, but she just like heard us making mad noise, so she come to the living room, and when she came, they got up off me, and I shot out of that apartment. I just ran like if his grandmother didn't come, them dudes, I would have been a victim. If his grandmother didn't show up, I would have been a victim. She don't speak English, though. She came to the living room. She screaming, ah, 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 ah. And I just jumped up and I ran out of the apartment. So when I got downstairs, I kind of want to tell everybody, like, yo, this is what I just seen. And the dude that I had went up there with, he like kind of wanted to fight me because he didn't want me to tell nobody what I just saw. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I end up not telling nobody because he kept trying to fight me, and I wasn't really trying to fight at that time, so it was just like, fuck it, like. So I never ever told nobody this story. I always kept that in my mental many years. You know what I'm saying? This was years ago. I can't even count how many years, but it was a long time ago. I know we was about 11, 12 years old when I saw what I saw. We had to be in middle school because we wasn't in high school yet at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to mention the two dudes' names, because we all from that neighborhood. Obviously, they don't live there no more, but none of us live over there no more. But that's something that happened. That's a story that I remember. I really didn't know if I should tell this story or not, but I wanted to get it off my chest because I held this in for so many years. So this is another story, interesting one. I'll be back in a minute. One.